matters back home, and hopefully matters that should cheer most of the country up, which is the Platinum Jubilee weekend.
Yes, I've been reading up in the Daily Telegraph today. Look at that. Wow, everything you ever need to know about throwing a Platinum Jubilee street party.
Wow.
Whee!
Sandwiches, cake.
Red arrows.
Red arrows, organise your own.
Soft toy corgis. Apparently there's a company making lots and lots and lots, when I say lots, hundreds and thousands of little soft toy corgis, which presumably we'll be expected to buy.
I suppose so. I don't think I'll be buying one of those. But I will be sitting down for a cup of tea and a scone and a cake and all that. I want to find out what this pudding is going to be.
So what, have they said there's going to be a Jubilee pudding?
There's a Queen pudding, Elizabeth pudding or something, whatever they're going to call it.
Okay.
And so there's a competition. Princess Anne and Mary Berry are going to judge it.
Yeah.
And it's, but it could well be the Queen likes chocolate and mint. So it could be like a chocolate mint cake.
Well, as long as it doesn't have a soggy bottom.
No. Anyway, it's not necessarily going to be the finest of weekends for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and their children. They are going to be attending the Jubilee celebrations, but the Queen has apparently excluded them from the Trooping the Colour balcony appearance.
Yes, royal broadcaster and commentator Rafe Heydel-Mankoo is here to tell us more. A very good morning to you.
Good morning.
Are you looking forward to it?
Yes, absolutely. Well, who wouldn't be?
Well, exactly. I mean, it will be a time, because I remember the other Jubilees, and if you do, there were times to feel joyous, weren't
Yes,
they?
absolutely. Well, you know, unlike, say, France has Bastille Day or America has Independence Day, one of the downsides of being the world's oldest democracy, continuous democracy, is we don't have a national anniversary of a revolution or a war to celebrate. So it's the monarchy that provides those really important times for the nation to come together, for communities to come together. It's coronations, jubilees, royal weddings. Those are the rare moments when we can really come together and have a big old party and celebrate all that's best about being British.
Isn't it interesting, though, that the Queen has got it right again? She always gets it right. But she wants a family round her, she wants a public displays and all that stuff. But she said, only working royals on the balcony. Well, that you can't criticise her for that.
The royal household and the Queen are masters of diplomacy, and I think they struck gold quite once again here, because not only is it an excellent solution to the problems not only of Harry and Meghan, but also of Prince Andrew, but it's also a reward to those hard-working royals who are really supporting the Queen and taking up a lot of the slack that Harry and Meghan have left.
Yeah, because she's sort of acknowledging the fact that she is going to sort of delegate a lot of her duties, her Jubilee duties, to others. Prince Charles and Camilla, for instance. Princess Anne apparently is going to do quite a lot. And obviously William and Kate and others. And they are what she is classing the working royals. And they will maybe join her on the balcony, if indeed she makes it to the balcony herself.
That's right. What we know is nothing is being decided until the day. And that's a general policy with the Queen now. The royal household have said any event that you're expecting the Queen to come to, the assumption is she won't be coming, and on the day, if she comes, that's a bonus. And that's a nice way, basically, because rather than be disappointed by her not being there, be happy that she's actually turned up. But the balcony, as you said, is for the royals who are working hard, and it includes her cousins who are in their 80s now. The Duke of Kent, the Duchess of Kent, the Duke of Kent, the Duke of Gloucester, Duchess of Gloucester and Princess Alexandra, all of whom are over 85 years of age and are still tirelessly working. I'm sure they were hoping to have retired by now, but...
They're spring chickens compared to the Queen.
Well, absolutely, yes. And I don't know whether they're claiming pensions, but, you know, I don't think this is how they were expecting to have their twilight.
Well, I mean, but she's the first ever British monarch to make it to a Platinum Jubilee. Nobody's ever done it before.
It's a milestone moment. She's actually the second longest-serving monarch in world history. And I can't remember the dates now, but in about 5 years or so, she'll become the world's longest-serving monarch in history globally. So that's quite...
Who was the world's longest?
Louis XIV.
Oh, was he really?
Gosh.
Look, isn't it interesting that there's so much, and we expect, quite rightly, that there's going to be an outpouring of love and affection for the Queen as the nation celebrates. The nation needs something to celebrate at the moment. Is she aware of that? Does she take it personally, do you think? Does she realise how loved she is?
You know, the Queen is a deeply religious woman. And when she had her coronation service in 1953, she really did think of it, the coronation, as a sacrament. And it was a covenant between God and herself, and between herself and the people. And she really understands the affection that's there, and that's why she's dedicated her life of service, not just to this country, obviously, but to all the Commonwealth realms and to the Commonwealth. And so Jubilees are very important. And, you know, she knows that she has to also try her best to be there. And so that even though she's got mobility issues, she's going to, we believe, appear at St Paul's Cathedral from a side door. She'll hopefully be at the Epsom Derby and on the balcony and maybe elsewhere too. And I think it's a testament to her service that she's still continuing to make every effort to be seen.
Yeah, it's interesting you asked that, Stephen, because I was at a concert at the Albert Hall a couple of weeks ago, and it was in her honour. There was a lot of royal music played and everything. It was absolutely wonderful. And at the very end, they let all the lovely tinsel sort of flow down and played the national anthem. Everybody in the Royal Albert Hall stood up, and it was a show of love. And I just thought how wonderful it was. And I just wish she'd seen it, but she has seen it so many times, I guess.
Exactly. And let's hope she watches GB News every morning. Just come on,
absolutely.
When you have the wonderful "God Save the Queen" being played every morning too, which I think is so special.
Yes. Do you think, in terms of what people are going to do, what does it do for the nation to have a celebration like this? Because I think we've not, even the Golden Jubilee, I think this is probably reminiscent of the Silver Jubilee.
Much more like the silver.
Well, what's been remarkable to see is the number of local communities that have registered to have street parties. Yes, all of the big national events are great, but not everybody can travel to London and take part in those things. And it's the fact that across this nation, hundreds, and if not thousands, of street parties are taking place. And we thought that era had gone. We thought there was no more community left. And actually, there'll be more than the Diamond Jubilee, more than the Golden Jubilee. All that I can say is I just hope it's not going to be a washout like 2012, if you remember, when the heavens opened, as for her coronation too. So she's been
Did it rain on her coronation?
Oh, yes, it was a completely drenched affair, the coronation. Of course, you can't really tell because you've got those sepia tones in old footage.
Yes,
but,
that's right.
An absolute washout, but let's hope for
But the Silver Jubilee was sunny and warm, and it was the first time we'd really done a big Jubilee, I think. And the street parties were fantastic. They were very old-fashioned, but lovely.
I went dressed as a bath boy.
As a bath boy?
I think it was called bath time. I had a towel on and soap on a rope around my neck and a bath brush.
I was only one, because I was a bath boy too.
Yeah, probably a bath boy too. Well,
my sons went as Men in Black, because that was big at the time.
Right.
And we had a fancy dress competition in the street, and a little girl dressed as the Queen, headscarf and everything. She won.
Very nice.
It was just brilliant.
Oh, well, we're going to be seeing a lot more of you over the coming weeks and things, Rafe. Thank you very much indeed.
Now, it's interesting.